Hey, and I think we're live. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. Hope you're doing well today. Today, I want to talk about I want to talk about the job postings the other day, and I'm going to put the banner in again for the U.S. postings. Um, the big spike. So the other day we did a fishbone diagram and kind of what are the different possibilities. And today, I guess my lighting's off a little bit on one side. Anyway, I want to talk about doing a five whys example because I had another theory and I kind of want to go through the theory and demonstrate practice of the five whys. I'm not big on just saying do the five whys. Let's just do it on an actual example of an issue or something we see and try it out so that everyone can listen and hear and see a potential way of doing five whys. One point that I would make, it's really good when you combine a five whys with the fishbone. So if you did the fishbone diagram and you had all these things, and in there, when you have these potential problems, then apply the five whys to each problem you want to try to address, because that'll help you even better understand that problem and that nature. So with that, it's a 5 a.m. Master Scrum Show, and we're going to talk. Though I got to do it better. Five whys. I want to make a bigger ink on the thingy. Yeah. Anyway, so what do we do on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show? Well, we talk about Scrum and Agile in a very practical and tactical way. And today we're going to talk five whys and problem solving. Things when you see why something, like if you're a business person, why isn't the customer buying XYZ? And then we're going to do the 5-year whys for this. We're going to just do the job posting because it's relevant. And the fact that the enterprise coach posting went up to 56,000 job postings last month in LinkedIn, which is ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. I'm sorry. Though, as an enterprise coach, sometimes depends. Sometimes I'm an agile coach, sometimes I'm a team coach, sometimes an enterprise coach, depending on what the customer needs and what the people need, or an individual coach. It is what it is. So anyway, we're doing this so we can bring value to the customer, not spend a lot of time and focus our energies on stuff so we're not spending that time and having fun as we go. It's always fun to solve problems, right? Or identify problems, figure what they do. So with that, let's see. I got my little trusty whiteboard here. Try not to get the lighting. I think I need to move over this way so that you can see it better. Okay, five whys. So question: what caused a spike in job postings by like tens of thousands in the case of the enterprise coach? 56,000 positions. There it is. It's going across the screen right now. It went up 28,000 from the previous week. So that's like 2 weeks in a row. It's like crazy numbers. So it could be interesting what happens next Thursday. I'm still trying to message LinkedIn and say something's wrong. But yeah, and they're a big company. They don't pay attention to us little twips. Anyway, so what caused a spike? So one of the things, here's a theory. So one of the things why could be caused by just a lot of job postings. So companies generated postings. So companies, here's one, generated postings. And you talk about it and people come up with different things and you kind of brainstorm what it would be. So why do they generate different postings? And if you're in a group, you might go down real fast, but I'm just going to keep another one here. So this is one why. Okay. So why did they generate a lot of postings? Well, it's at the end. I want to throw this out. Something triggers at this time of year, this November, December, a lot of job postings. So something end of year. So end of year postings is always high. Okay, so why? So this is 1, 2, 3. Third one. Why is the end of year postings always high? Here's the theory. Um, and this is where we get. This is why you start asking the 5 whys. So now you're getting down into the dirty stuff here. Um, because contractor contracts get closed out at the end of the year, right? But let me think about that. So I'm saying contractor jobs get closed out at the end of the year. And we're talking this out. This is live. But but okay, maybe we just say that. It's like contractor closeouts. Contracts end of year. And and so why does that happen? There's a couple little paths here. So I'm gonna say, so why does that happen? So we're going down to why does that happen? Because of financial clearing of books. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth one. Why is that? It's for tax purposes. So this is why this is a example of the 5 whys, and you can go deeper. But I want to do an offshoot because this is typically what happens. So companies generated postings. End of year postings always high. Why is that? Because contractor closeout contracts at end of year, and then which is a reason, and then financial clearing of books. So a lot of these companies they close out all their subcontractor work, and a lot of subcontractor work exists in the IT business and any businesses. And why? For tax purposes, because they want to clear out the books, be able to close it out. What do they owe? Because it's hard to do all those liabilities and what's this and it makes the accounting kind of grubbly. So it's really for tax purposes and ease of accounting. So ease of accountant. So that's one of the reasons. But I want to go into this is typical. You go down, but is this necessarily what you think you can affect? Can we as uh, IT people fix the tax system? Probably not, right? So maybe that's not a right way. And this is where the 5 whys has this limitation. It can take you down a rat hole that you can't really fix. And that's one of the difficulties of 5 whys. That's why doing the fishbone diagram and doing 5 whys in combination work. So this is where there's 5 ways. So I'm leaving your postings. So contractor close out of the contracts. It's part of the business. However, what could cause the error? What's causing the error? So maybe this isn't the question. So maybe is what is causing the error in postings? Maybe this is the right question. This is the thing that we can affect. I can't affect that, right? And this is one of the difficulties. So maybe it's this one. Maybe that's the real question. This happens all the time when you do 5 whys, by the way. Happens all the time. So going down a path to something that we can't affect, this is why the closeout. Now, what's causing the error? The error might be um a lot more vague. What's causing that? A lot of vacancies showing up. So here we go. Lots of vacancies showing up. Okay, why are the vacancies showing up? Contracts end shortly. So lots of contracts end and 2012 31 at the end of the year, right? which generates it. So why does that generate all those discrepancies, right? Because there is no flag to show vacancy due to contract close. Okay, so now we got, this is the question. What error is causing error in posting? Lots of vacancies. What's causing lots of vacancies? A lot of contracts closing end of 2012, 31. So I got 1, 2, 3, because there is no flag showing vacancies because of contract close. Okay. So now we're getting into that. So okay. So there's no flag. Why isn't there a flag? Right? So because there's no flag. So why isn't there a flag? There isn't a flag because the job postings and the auto. So that's cause why isn't there a flag? Because no one wrote it. No one wrote the flag. No one connected vacancies to HR processes, like normal processes. So I'm gonna just put one last one. So maybe a fourth. You don't always have to go to fifth, but I'm running out of space. Where maybe the next one is no one equated HR business ops to vacancies. And why not? I'm going to say the last fifth one. Maybe the teams didn't talk enough to the client and the business to understand normal spikes that happen. So the last one, maybe teams did not talk enough with business. And that's the HR business. So there's 5. So, and these are all things more that we can control, right? What is causing the error in posting? Lots of vacancies. What's causing lots of vacancies? Lots of contracts ending 2030, end of the year, 12/31. Why is that? Because there is no flag showing vacancies because of contract close. Why is that? No one equated HR business vacancies to this problem. Why is that? Maybe the teams did not talk enough to the customer. So there's an example of the 5 whys. We're down 13 minutes, but there's an example. You can go down a couple different paths. And when you do the 5 why exercise, it's really not just one path. You're probably going to do a couple paths. So as you just saw there, I just did one pass, and you get that, and you try to do it fast. We did this in 13 minutes, just me. If you have a bunch of people, it's going to take a little bit more time, but we did 2 in 13 minutes, right? And probably more like 10 minutes. We have more people, you get more points, but you're going to probably do a couple different 5 whys in order to get to where you're going. So I just wanted to share that with you. That's an example. My theory is now, one of my other theories is end of year contracts end that's triggering these vacancies. And I didn't put this one. There was one other thing. There's always a desire to post vacancies, not necessarily hire from within, but there's requirements that they advertise in big companies, these vacancies, and see what's out there. So I know when I was DOD, there was a requirement to put stuff on the street as well as hire from within. So there was a requirement of corporation when you have a vacancy before you go picking people back from a contract thing, which is always a dangerous thing. We can always talk about that they advertise on the street to see what's out there. So if you lay off, every year you take off 10,000 people in your group that are contractors, or let's say 1,000, so you put out 1,000 people, all of a sudden, automatically, the system says, hey, there's going to be 1,000 vacancies in the end of December. We need to post up on there for hiring for those 1,000 people and rehire them, where a lot of times is people, the same people come back. But that's the way it is. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. I hope you have a great day. Happy scrumming. And I guess that's it for now. See you tomorrow. Bye.